Christ was a stumbling block for the Jews. Imagine, the message of the cross, the crucified Christ, is a stumbling block for the Jews. And then, foolishness for the Greeks. How is that so? Ano po sa tingin ninyo? Why is it that the message of the cross is a stumbling block for the Jews and then foolishness for the Greeks?
Then, that was the message then.
Yeah. And then even now, ano po even now, it's very relevant. Because actually, what's the symbolism of Jews right now? Do you have idea po? Who symbolizes the Jews right now? I mean, Jews back then, right?
Yeah.
But then even now, Jews' characteristics could be manifested to some people.
Yeah.
Yes, diba? So possible, there are some people who think like that. And this message of the cross is becoming a stumbling block for them. And then, for the Greeks, how does Greeks think before? And there are people who think that way right now. And then, the message of the cross is foolishness for them. So meaning, this lesson is actually applicable even to our time right now. How? This is how it is. The Jews back then are very strict to the rules, right? I think you know some Jews po, di ba? Even now, they're so strict with the rules, di ba? And they love God, they love the laws, you know, the Old Testament laws, all of them. They want to obey it to the dot. Now, when Christ died on the cross, it became a stumbling block to them. Why? How come? We're waiting for a ruler, the message for this morning. We're waiting for the Messiah. We were waiting for a king. How come Jesus died the lowliest kind of death? Imagine, they cannot accept it. They just cannot accept it. It's like a stumbling block for them. This is not real. This is not what we're waiting for. The Jews back then are like that. Now here comes some of the people now in our time that were so strict, obeying the Ten Commandments, that sometimes we think we need our work, our actions, our righteous deeds to actually be saved. Unfortunately, we grew up in a Roman Catholic environment and culture in the Philippines. And one of those messages of the Roman Catholic is, you do this and that for you to be pardoned. Diba? Dumating sa point na they need to pay this and that so that they will be pardoned of their sins. And that is righteousness by works. That is righteousness by works. We nullify the cross, the message of the cross, when we keep on, doing righteousness by works.
It's called penance.
Yeah, right? So it becomes a stumbling block to people who wants to keep on doing something to earn salvation. So that's the challenge for us. Sometimes po tayo, especially conservative Adventists, sometimes we focus more on the law, and it seems like we cannot accept that we just need to embrace the righteousness of Christ so that we could be saved. That's why the Seventh-day Adventist message should focus on Christ's righteousness. That's what we need. That's what we need to learn. Kaya po kanina, my favorite verse is Galatians 2:20. I am crucified with Christ. Therefore, I no longer live. Because it's not me anymore. Whatever good I can do right now, it's all through Him. It's all because of Him. When I was young, I used to please other people. I would go to church, I would participate in church, I would be good to my mother and father, so that people would think, mabait na bata to. He's a good child, you know. But then I'm doing all that just to hear praises, just to please other people. But then when I realized, this is wrong. I should do things to honor God, to actually please God. So I stopped it and I said, Lord, all the good things I've done in the past, it's nothing because it's not for you. So I actually decided to take theology. Sabi ko, Lord, I want to give my all to you. I want that everything that I will do would actually just be for you. So I decided, Lord, when I will take college, I will just take theology and do everything for your glory. And so that's my favorite verse, Galatians 2:20. I'm crucified with Christ. Whenever I do good, it's because of Him. And then when I went to AUP, oh, he's taking nursing, he's taking engineering, but he is still doing ministry, Whatever your calling is, it's possible that you could give your life to Jesus. So I'm very happy that, I've seen that. I'm still called to take theology, even though it's not like that. And then the second one, why is this foolishness for the Greeks? The Greeks before, they love wisdom, right? They love wisdom. And in terms of wisdom, how come they cannot contain in their mind, how can it be right, that as a perfect person, not a sinner, will die on the cross and then will pay the price for our sins? It seems like it's foolishness. How is it possible? And imagine for the Greeks who loves wisdom, this Jesus, if he is really a God, a real God, why would he become a human? Why would he become a human, one of his creation, if he is a real God, And so they cannot fathom a God who became human and then who died. For them, it's foolishness. Now, in our times right now, there are people who actually cannot accept the reality or the fact that actually God gave his life, or Jesus gave his life for us, because they want to believe with justice. Here in the US, I could see it. They have, right? In every unfairness, pag unfair,
I saw you.
yeah, so God, I need justice. We value justice so much. But then it seems like so injustice for Jesus Christ to die on the cross. So it seems like a foolishness already for them.